Welcome to my afternoon session. Well, this morning we had an absolute blast with Gaming House, hitting my records of 51 seconds for a Pit 94. Absolutely amazing. That was tremendous. That was the coming together of some perfect situations. What is not a perfect situation is this rubbish. Let me just get this. Up and running. And where were we? Oh yeah, we were about to do that. We've got some obols to play with. You know, I've been doing this now ever since I got the Druid build. You say, how long have you been doing the Druid? 120 hours. That's how long I've been playing Druid. 120 hours to get to Paragon 295 and a little over a half. So you know what I need to do? I'm sort of running out. But I need to see how many Forgotten Wisdoms I can get. I'm sort of running out of Forgotten Wisdoms. Well, I can run Chaos Rifts and maybe we can get some that way. Wow, my latency is going really up and down like a yo-yo. I am in the market for a new VPN, but the sort of market leader says they can't do China. You have to have a workaround. For me, that's just not good enough. I don't need a workaround, I need something fairly solid. Right, anyway, onwards. What we're after is the Forgotten Wisdom, the XP well. Everything else is secondary. You know, I find myself, I don't know if you're the same, but 99% of the time I find myself watching the mini-map and not the actual floor that I'm on. So it's a wee bit distracting. Okay, it's this one. Let's go to the left first. There's one of them. And there's the XP well. But this is... yeah, we'll just finish this anyway. Won't take us too long. Because even though it's a relatively sort of big floor, it's all sort of contained in this one floor. right there as well, so that's an easy one to get. Only takes a couple of minutes, and with any luck we'll get a Forgotten Wisdom. And we got a gold reserve. Oh well.
I forge more than horseshoes and nails. What do you need?
All items. We did need to do a little repair. You know, I got this. I've done this amulet. The only problem is that I have with this is I'm a wee bit slower. I know it says 200% here, but it's actually not 200. I'm fairly sure of that. But we can run this for a wee while. Get a better. See, we don't actually when. All stats, armor, all resistances. Don't really need armor with this, the incense. I was just about to say I should be less squishy. And what happens? I don't know, I think I'll just totally bollocks this. I'll finish it off, but I'm ignoring this one. I'm allowed to ignore stuff every now and then. Anyway, if it was, I'm glad I didn't say I should be less squishy, because they would have definitely been famous last words. But I didn't even get a chance to say it, so it's not counted. We always like this. Channeling, then you can just spam away. The Guardian awaits me. He was waiting. we'll try that again. Repair. Right, just to check. I got way too much armor. My resistances are done. I'm on 200 movement speed. I'm on 100% Raven's effect size. My crit strike is at 100%. My attack speed is 95. Damage is 2000. Overpower is 1800. All of it sounds good. And I still got smacked up the head. Right, let's try this again. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. My latency, okay, it's 200, which is sort of at the upper limit of being okay. Couple of busybodies left behind there. Oh, I missed that. Never mind, I ain't going back for it. Okay, down we come. Right, so look. Helps when you go up the stairs. I was going to say we'll come down, we'll go around, we'll go down the stairs. And up the other side. Take out these wee block of spiders. Should have went down the stairs, shouldn't I? Guardian is there. A little bit slow. Boss comes down easy enough. Yeah, just my latency that's the issue. If I get a better latency, I'll be able to get through this a lot easier. I've tried 2 different servers today, one Hong Kong, one Taiwan. Neither of them really seem to be hitting the levels that it has been. But I think that China's sort of, every now and then they have a little bit of a go at the VPN servers. And NordVPN has told me that there's an issue. They have an issue. And they've sort of got a workaround the issue. But that doesn't leave me with a great sense of sort of well-being. I don't need a workaround, I need them to fix a problem. I've got another few weeks in which to decide whether I want to change or whether I want to stick with what I've got. Couple of weeks to find another potential VPN. But by then I'll already be at Paragon level 300. and I'll still be happy. Let's go get that punch. I would think that once I get about to 298, then maybe it's going to take a sort of a day and a half to get to the next level instead of just a day. As I get closer to that 300, I mean to say to get to 299 to 300 is a billion. A billion XP. This is 854. This is the grind. This is what you have to do. If you want to get there, you gotta put in the work. Just the same as everything else. No different. Come around. Let's see if we can go down this way. I think that we won't go that way. We'll go this way. Because that way was just sort of taking me back to where I was before. I'm hoping that this, yeah, there we go, there it is. And yeah, as I say, I find myself an easy 99% of the time watching the minimap. I think I'm leaving too many behind. Gloves, pants. See, the only, I guess, major difference. Let's see. 4 to shred. If I ever do a shred build, 3 to... It's no good, that one though. Because it's got crit strike damage and you can re-roll the lucky hit. I might keep a hold of him. One of these days. Anyway, yeah, I was just going to... This has got just like an extra point into Envenom. I'm gonna go around the shop a little bit. Because I thought that was just a wee bit small. Even though I lost a wee bit of time. I also ask myself the question, is it the floor and the monsters that makes the big difference, or is it the amulet? Is that one point in Venom really making that much difference? Chaos and double GA totem. Eldor's decided to run a raven. We're almost 5-6 there. Three, 1, 2. That's what I press at the beginning of every one. If I remember properly. Many of the times it's 1, 2, 3. It's the wrong way. The ability to endure Grizzly Rage then Blood Howl is the right way. No snapshot involved. This amulet just feels a little bit more comfortable. Don't know why. Even though I'm sort of paper, the other one looks better. But the extra point into Venom, maybe it is making that difference. But you know, having a triple into willpower, I'll be damned if I want to really roll away from a triple. Come on. Ah. Oh, come on. There we go. Not too shabby. Just want to check on something for a minute. Yeah, that's running. That's running. And that seems to be running. Okay. And now my latency is smacking horrible. Ha. I don't know, maybe I need to go down to 94s rather than 99s because of the latency. I think you say last season I thought I was doing good when I was running sort of 89s. Little did I know. But you know, I think next season I think we'll be at least 10 levels below what we are right now. I think I'll be lucky to be running 89s again. But I'm thinking next season, I think I'm going to start out maybe with a Cataclysm Druid. Well, that would be the end game. The sort of leveling would be maybe Lightning Storm or something like this. But I like the Cataclysm because it get it right and it does the whole of the screen. Maybe Cataclysm Pulverize? Because the rotting Lightbringer hasn't got any nerfs or anything right. Right, so let's go down. Get this little bunch in here. And go up. And start off the floor from there. Well, that wasn't the smartest of moves, was it? Might as well keep on the garbage pathing. I'm glad I did all that terrible pathing, otherwise I might have been a wee bit short. So far, so good. Not quite the 90 seconds though. Maybe I think I should shift down to the 94s. Yeah, shift down to the 94s. Maybe just get through these a little bit quicker. Oh, excuse me. Yeah. So we have an hour and a half roughly, maybe 2.5. Got that bunch up here. Which way? This way. Going down. Poke my head into there. You don't have to do too much. You just need to leave a murder in there and then they'll do the job. Because the ravens do actually linger for just a wee bit after you've let go. It's not like a massive damage over time, but it does do a little bit. So you can sort of let fly and run on. See, I'm not much quicker in the 94 as I was the 99. So it's as much the floors and the monster densities and monster types that's actually a bit limiting me right now. Well as the latency. Yeah. So this is just a little dead end, but there was enough monsters in there to make it worthwhile. Coming up through. Now I do believe the PTR is finished now, but it is going to be a long wait before the season ends. The season ends? Yeah. It's got... Come on. 42 days left. Oh, artillery definitely helps with the spiders. So you've got 42 days to get to Paragon 300. Even if you were just starting out the journey, this is what I talk about being one shot. And that's the sort of annoying thing about... I don't know whether it's just this build, but I do tend to get just one shot. It's like, boom, you're dead. It's not like you can really do anything about it. You can't hit a potion or anything. And yet the boss is... Oh, that was a whisper. That was good. For the most part, the bosses don't cause us an issue. We'll go and be ever hopeful.
Hello? Well, hello? Shame that. Hello, shining beauty. All finished, are you?
Vasily's prayer? No. Resource cost reduction, chance to heal? No. No, no, no. Ooh. Excuse me. If one of the other two would just be like, yeah, passive.
Hello?
And next season they're going to be even more difficult because on the amulet there's going to be a couple of more
I forge more
life
horseshoes
affixes
and
added
nails.
that you can potentially roll.
Wouldn't it?
What's this? $512 armor. Maybe that's why I keep getting one-shotted. But that's why I rolled the other piece. But I just still feel more, even though I do get one shot, I just feel a bit more comfortable running this one. Because for the most part, this is fine. Let's go and grab these ones. Now, with any luck, this actually might be a decent run. Come on. Everything's getting destroyed in my way. Yeah, decent. What was that? $85 seconds. Let's give the other one a go as well. But no, I need to wait until I've got the armor away. Contradict myself. Movement speed is 200. So my movement speed is still okay. But stuck in the corner. Take that and go back and get these bigger chunk here. Much the same time. Yeah, let's just run with this for a while. Stop just humming and hawing. Oh, anybody that's watching wants some runs? Just feel free. Drop me a line. Shouldn't be any issues. I can run leveling. Relatively easy. Takes usually 5 runs. Can't quite manage to get it down to 4 runs, even if I run 99's. In 5 runs, yeah, 15 minutes. In and out. Everything. What's this? Crossbow? There's multiple ways in how to put this build together, which is the nice thing. I do think a good thing about the Chaos Armor this season, there's multiple builds and multiple ways in how to put the build together. There's not one clear defining, you got to do this, this or this. And I think that's been the best thing about this season. The annoying thing about the season has also been the Chaos Armor. Trying to get the right Chaos Armor in the right slot. Because even though you can put them in any of the armor slots, you have to have 3 or 4 of them generally for any of the meta builds that you want to run. And for me, like, trying to get a Crown of Lucian in one of 2 slots took me 2 weeks for my sword. And it was one of 2 slots that it could have drawn in, but I needed the Crown of Lucian to make it run properly. Some people are finding the same thing about a Flicker Step or a Fists of Fate. Even though they can put it in one of, say, 2 slots, it's taken them forever in the day to actually get them to drop. Come on. Are we gonna have enough monsters, or should I have just went to the second floor? It's kind of looking as though I should have just went to the second floor. Maybe. Just a wee bit more there. Yeah. Oof. Had me worried for a wee while. What? We're getting there. Over 2/3 now. Yay! Wrapping around. Come back and come on. Urgh. I'll be interested to see how this tower works next season. If the XP is comparable to doing the pit. I know this is just a beta, but you know, if I'm going to try and reach 300 next season, and every season up till now, the real way to get the XP has been running pits. That is still the best XP per hour. Now, things did change in the PTR. Some of the XP you were getting in the field, like Helltides, was incredible, and killing the bosses was like wow. But I don't think that's going to be true for when it gets to the live server. So I'm thinking that the two ways to get XP per hour is going to be the pit and the tower. If the tower gives you similar sort of XP per hour. Nobody's actually said anything about how much XP you get from running the tower. I'm guessing you get some, but how much? No idea. I guess this is stuff we have to work out when we get there. I didn't actually run the tower at all. I was more focused on the leveling up. I have a sort of guide on my findings. Well, actually no, that's still to be released. I'm thinking, no, I haven't quite finished that yet. Come on. Yeah, see, everything in my wake is gone. So I'm definitely hitting hard here. I don't think I should have went up here. Whoosh! Ah. Yeah, I think that was probably a good idea to go to 94 as opposed to 99. It was a tribute of refinement. A couple of seasons ago, when you ran a tribute of refinement, it was double dipping for a while. He got 4,000, and that was well worth it. 2,000? So. I should put on some music. Last time I played some music, it was also going on to the live server, on the live stream. And I didn't get copyright strikes. It wasn't a copyright strike. But what it was is there was some complaints, and it wasn't allowed to be played in 2 regions. You would think, maybe US, no, that was okay. It was actually Russia and Belarus. What else? No idea. But since then, I actually haven't played any music. Because I was listening to some ska, a little bit of reggae, a little bit of Cure, stuff that I like. And you couldn't really hear it very well, just when we, in the quiet periods. Couldn't hear it over the game. But when I was like this, then you could hear. And yet that was only on YouTube. Twitch now. And I don't know how I could have streaming for Twitch having the music and YouTube not having the music. I'm not smart enough to figure that out. Should be okay. So you can tell that it's a little bit damage over time, because otherwise how do they disappear after you've finished? So having a weapon that's got damage over time might actually be sort of okay. Oh, I went the wrong way. Never mind, I'll just go down through the middle. I usually do this in a slightly different methodology. I don't think this will have enough to get me to the boss, which means I'm gonna have to run all the way back again. Yeah. And of course I ran right past it by a long way. Easy. Oh, just give me a moment. I need to go and take the steak out the fridge. I shall return in just a couple of minutes. Hey, Oreo. Nice to see you. Back again. You can actually see me live. Yep, I'm here. And what am I doing now? I got 3 minutes, so I can run at least one more. What time is it for you? 3 o'clock in the... What, 3 o'clock in the morning? That was a little bunch. Took a little going down. 4 o'clock in the morning. Ooh. You're either up way too late or way too early. One of the two. If for me it was 4 o'clock in the morning, I'd be up way too early. But I know you're a bit of a night owl. Boom. Yes, raids. A couple of days ago, I was up 3:30. Although in my case, it was just way too early. There was a bit of a bang and a crash outside that woke me up. And then I couldn't get back to sleep again. Not a happy chappy that day. I do like my sleep. If I can get 7 hours, I'm happy. If I get 6 hours, 5 hours, I'm a bit grumpy. I think I've always been a bit the same way, actually, even when I was younger. Yep, I was younger at one time. So how are you, Oreo? Haven't talked to you in a while. Busy, busy, busy? Oh, I should go and see if I can get another XP well. Come this way, grab these ones. A couple of elites there. Yeah, editing does take some time. And family stuff is always important, much more important. But yeah, editing, for me, editing takes up as much as streaming does at times. Because I'm not very good at making notes where important things happen. So I end up having to scroll through the video. And DaVinci Resolve, which I've just started to use, there's a wee bit of a learning curve to it. But I'm getting better. Doing just what I need to do. Not any fantastic hunky-dory editing techniques, but learning. Which editing program do you use? Let's see if I've got... Have I got another? There we go. Cool. Everybody to their own. I actually quite like the videos, or I should say I like the end result. Making the actual videos at times is a bit of a pain in the bum. As I say, I'm not very good at remembering where stuff is. Where the hell? Ooh, there's a room. Might as well take it when I'm here. Another room. Where on earth is this forgotten wisdom? At this rate I'll have actually completed the... No, I don't want to go in there. Did I miss it? No, there it is. And that's the end. Chaos Rift. Yeah, no, okay, yeah, I get it. I get it. Yeah, that's a whole bunch of stuff. What am I doing? Just, I need to go back to Serigar. Nope, that's the junk call. Well, the amount of streamers that are out there having panels and other things, sounds and alerts. Nice little niche. I know I don't use half enough of what I should be using. And what I am using, I'm probably not using properly. That's a side of the stuff I'm not particularly interested in. But I should be, because it does make a difference. You changed the chat look. I should take a look. Oh, thank you. It kind of helps when you got a dual monitor setup. My dual monitor is about sort of this big. Oh, missed. Ah. I need to change my obols. Ah, got it. Got it. Yeah, I see that. Cool. See, I've just got this, my... I'd probably mess things up like that. I'd be good at messing things up.
I had that in my bag.
So all of these are 1 GA. Willpower resonance. Excuse me. Might be interesting.
What's still got some good in it?
Shame. Hello, shining beauty.
Willpower, max life damage.
Better than starting my hammer
No.
sings on your return.
Yeah, I agree. Why not? Oh, I'm almost at 5/6. We'll get there. Yeah, having a bit of uniqueness is always a good thing. Should I go down now? Yeah, sure. Good. I'll link my build Grummers. Grummers? Not sure how to pronounce that, I'll be honest. But yeah, I can link the build I'm running. I'll do that after I've finished here, which should be in about a minute or less. I haven't updated it in a few days. I'm just testing out a new amulet. Right, let's see if I can. Okay, that's my build. Now, if you actually open it up and take a look, what I'm actually running right now, instead of the Harlequin, is the Air of Perdition and this amulet. I'm sort of just testing these right now, and these are an alternative. All the rest of the stuff, I believe, is the same. But I'm running Air of Perdition, and this has got total armor. What I was running, and for the vast majority of things, I was running the Harlequin and this amulet. But I found that I was pretty much at 200% movement speed, so I wanted a one that had armor instead of because then I could run the Perdition instead of the Harlequin. Because I run the Harlequin because it was way too squishy. When I didn't run the Harlequin, I was too squishy, so I couldn't really run the Air of Perdition. But now I've got this, I can run the Air of Perdition, and that combination here and here seems to work, but this also works perfectly okay. Perfectly okay. But I'm just trying this out just now, and it's just an alternative. And I've got a few more points into the Paragon tree that I haven't updated. I've been busy farming. Farming for XP. Because when I tried the Air of Perdition and the other amulets, I just got one-shotted way too many times. Still get one shot on the other build using the Harlequin as well, but not as much. And using the Harlequin, I can safely run 99's. Well, even on this I can run 99's. I'm just choosing to run 94's because my latency was a bit horrible. I was way up at 200 plus. Now it seems to have stabilized at about 150, and for me that's okay. And Oreo is just going to chip in and say, oh, I'm running at about minus 100. He usually has about 50 milliseconds or below. Which makes me extremely jealous. Because I'm just well happy if I get 100. Good. See, when I change it, I'll change across to the other. I might as well take these out while I'm here.
What's still got some good in it?
Where are we? Pardon me. It runs perfectly okay. And I run this one for the majority of my leveling so far. And I was running this with Gaming House this morning, and we run a Pick 94 together in 51 seconds using this exact build that I'm running now. See, I always look at what I'm leaving behind, and for the vast majority there's nothing sort of left behind, which tells me that the build is running well. I'll take some of the artillery for sure. Oh, grab this little bit up here. Ah! Damn it. This would have been sub 90 seconds if I hadn't run out of monsters. But I think the other one is just a little bit more damage. Because when I change this across to the Air of Perdition, not running Boulder, my armor goes way down. Now, can I still run it? Yeah. So I sort of swap around, and if my latency is really not good, then I go more tanky, because the chances are that I just get killed too easy otherwise. No, I'm not going to go and grab that stuff. I mean, see, I've been lucky enough to get the Air of Perdition and the Harlequin. And the Harlequin, although many people say, you know, cooldown reduction is the thing, I was kind of happy that I had the GA on the armor, to be honest. It certainly helped me be a little less squishy. And I got the Ring of Starless, and again it's not a perfect roll, it's not got the GA on core skills. See, I think this is actually stronger, but it is a little bit more squishy as well. On my Paragon, what I did, I took some lucky hit and vulnerable damage. I took away this, and I filled in here. I think this is bad. Don't really need cooldown reduction. It takes a bit in armor. So I guess I need to update it a little bit, but it's almost identical. And what I'll be doing on the Paragon tree now is essentially willpower, I would say. I think that's going to be the fill-ins, is going to be on willpower. Up and down, up and down. Just, yeah, another blast wave there. Take the lower road. Put the murder up there. top, round about. Don't worry about getting every single little monster done. Yeah, I do think this is probably the stronger of the builds. And then what I haven't decided really yet is whether that, I think this one is the strongest of all. But I can mix and match depending on circumstance. Now if I find my latency goes way too high, then I'll move across to a Harlequin. Sacrifice a little bit of the damage for survivability. I think this has got the most damage. And as my latency is actually a fantastic 190, I'm happy. This will do me nicely, as they say. Right, so what I'm going to do here is just take that first batch away there, then come back and get this other one. Take the channeling, absolutely. And there we go. Could I be running this on 99's? Yeah. I could. Now I'm getting much the same times, maybe a little bit more, but the difference in XP is not massive. And this is just more comfortable. Almost routine. But this is how you want it to be when you're running for 300s. You want it to be routine. You don't want a ton of drama. You want it to be relatively easy. What you want is 90-second clears. Tops. Would be the, you know, that would be the ideal. If you can clear it in 60, even better. But there's not many builds that can really do that consistently. So I'm perfectly okay with running this in 90, because it's as much me getting around the floor as anything else. I'll take that. This might be a nice run, thank you very much. Yeah, this is good. This is definitely plus. 80 seconds? Maybe? No mas ne fuss. This floor is... Actually, this floor as a first floor is reasonably okay. This floor as a second floor isn't... It's not very nice. Especially when you're a solo player. If you're in a group, this on a second floor is actually okay. You can run splits. But there are too many times I've just hit dead ends on the second floor. Up and around. I don't know about you, but I spend 95 plus watching the minimap. I watch the minimap to see where the monster densities are and try to path a good way to get to the majority quickly. Sort of trying to understand where I've been before. There we go. A little bit slow, but the boss goes down very easily. Right, so where are we? 96, so another run would give me about 110-ish. So maybe 5 runs and I'll get to the 296. No. Yeah, I've still got my medicine running. Having a Forgotten Wisdom up the majority of the time is a huge assistance, as is having your incenses and potion elixirs, because altogether that's an extra 23%, I think. I shouldn't have came this way. I think I need to come the other way. Yeah. So if you didn't have any potions, no elixirs, no nothing running, it'd take you 23% of the time extra. So I'm saving that time on my journey. This is why it's important, whenever possible. Sometimes it's just not. I'm almost out of my Forgotten Wisdoms, which is the Nightmare Dungeon that you get the XP wells from. So I think I need to start running a few other things to be able to get some Forgotten Wisdoms. Two minutes, enough time to run another. Take these ones out of the bottom, then go up and start the runner proper. But to get this level of consistency, it's taken a while. And I still get one-shotted every now and then. Here we go straight. Let's go down here as well. And there we go. Boom. So the gameplay is actually it is probably one of the easiest gameplays in the game. When you go in the dungeon, you hit Debilitating Roar. This has got a passive, so the powerful winds surround you. Then you hit Grizzly Rage, and then because of the where's the perk? Where's my perks? There. Wild Transformations. Human uses Cyclone Armor, and it gets changed from Cyclone Armor to Blood Howl, but the Cyclone Armor still is active as a passive. And then you hit the Blood Howl. And you can see I've only got 1 point into Cyclone Armor and nothing into Blood Howl whatsoever. But I still get to use it. So you'll see right now, Debilitating Roar, Grizzly, Blood Howl. Then Ravens. And that's it. My left click is holding down the move button. I don't actually press it to shapeshift. That's why it's one of the easiest builds. Oh, I just went the wrong way. Alright, never mind. And then whenever Blood Howl comes available, just hit Blood Howl. And essentially it's a one skill build. But there are many ways to put this together. You know, the build that I've put together is based on 2 or 3 different things that I thought, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, that's a good idea. But now that I've got it, then I can modify it for different seasons, depending on the season, what the perks are, what the powers are, and blah blah blah. Same as I've got a Cataclysm Druid from, I think, season 7. I'll use that as the basis of the Cataclysm for next season. That would be the end build, not the leveling. You don't level with it. You level with something Lightning Storm or something like this. $29, $39, $49, 2, maybe three more. But now I need to do this, and this. That gives me 8. That gives me 5, which is 13. And then, where is it? 13, 28%. So I was wrong, not 23, 28%. So that's how much I save in pit runs I need to do. It's actually getting a little warm on this balcony today. It's been a little chilly. Now that bomb that just hit me a couple of seconds ago, if I hadn't been running this new amulet, that probably would have one-shot me. As it is, it took me down 75%. There we go. Once I'm at 300, I think I might try a shred build just to see if I can do some sort of pit pushing. See how high I can go. Oh, we need to do my obols. In the vain hope that I will get a perfect amulet. GA willpower, GA and venom. Can we have pretty please?
Something special.
See some steel you need?
Everything is a 1 GA, not a 2 GA. Resonance, spirit on kill. Nah.
Greetings. How shall
I
get
have
my
been
armor?
doing the amulet for... I don't think I will get this time. I think I will get it next time. But nevertheless, this has been a relatively easy grind because of this build. I'm not playing piano with the keyboard on my left hand. It's essentially one finger. Oh, channeling and protect. Oh, I missed the channeling. Look, I'll go back and get that. But the real reason I like this build, I love the animation. Look at that. Still makes me giggle. He's just surfing along the dead bodies of the monsters. Look at that. Just so cool. Yep, 3 mil away. Oh, a 2GA amulet. Ooh! Excuse me. Maxley. It's not a bad amulet, actually. It's quite a good amulet. But would I use it? Probably no. Right, here goes. This will take me to 296. And hopefully, I don't die in the process. But I'm not going to be ultra cautious. Just the normal gameplay. Up here and do a little bit of that. I might also play around with the jar room for a wee while. I'll come around and take the lethal shrine. Take these up when I'm here. Because the teleport through walls might shave off just a wee bit of time. But then I'd have to give up the war cry as my room. And I just don't know if I want to do that. Because the war cry gives you 15% extra damage. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there I am, 296. And just even before I got to the boss. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yes! Four more levels to go. I am going to keep a hold of that. There's nothing else worthwhile keeping. There's only 5 amulets I can get here. And none of them with a GA. Right, so where is the next question? Lucky hit, vulnerable. Pardon me. Intel, I've got all the intel that I need there. There is no more intel to get. There's intel here. Intel gives you resource gen and damage to resist to all, which is, you know, not a bad thing. I could take the damage. All of these are taken. The lucky hit there. Armor. No. I mean, so there's lots of damage. There's some damage nodes I could take. Intel, damage to No, we're not really that close. It's not us that does the damage, it's the ravens. And we don't do really damage to close, we do damage to distant and crowd control, but not close. There's nothing really. I've taken all the magic nodes I can there anyway, so damage, intel, dex. We're at 100% crit strike, so. And I've only got 4 more to go, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Can't even get to there now anyway, even if I wanted to. Resist to all. Well, the way I am, I'm capped out anyway, so I think willpower it is. I had a couple of messages come in. Right, so I think what I might do, just as something different, I definitely don't need. I don't know what I picked that up for.
Much thanks, friend.
I'm gonna change across to the more tanky build. Because that's already got enough armor. And then maybe I see if there's anybody running Infernal Hordes. Yeah. I've got a ton of them anyway, so. $7 million. Different people have different ideas on how they want to run this. I'll just let them decide what they want. I can just sort of stand for you. English Legions. So here I can actually cover 2 spawn points at the same time. Spawn point here, spawn point here. Just a little move. Somebody's the Druid's drawing pulverize. I thought that was done. Or I could stand here, still cover 2 spawn points. Relatively easy. And if there's any okay, let's go grab these pieces of snow. The soul spiders have become a little bit easier, but they're still one of the slowest things in the whole of the Hell Tides. Was that one soul spire after another? Or did I just... Right, so now I can see both. And I can spray out the murder relatively easy. Yeah, just let me do my thing here, I'm fine. You three just deal with the rest. I think it should be somewhere about here, in this little area here. I do have some generation. This is a lazy dog. And again, it reminds me of a couple of seasons. I think it was season 10 when I was running Cataclysm. There was my friend and I, Haldur. We essentially done the same. One here and one here. And we just decimated the entire floor between us. The Cataclysm is a damn good clearer. Even better than this, because it literally does take the whole screen all the time. And this is what I think I'm going to try next season, is to see how the Cataclysm runs. Ravens won't really be a thing next season, because it's only really a thing this season because of the perk, unless they find a way in to get a perk coming in like the mana shield, like they did with the melted heart of Selig. Because essentially the melted heart of Selig is mana shield. One of the sword perks. Oh, we'll take definitely a bit of this, even before anybody else says anything. We're taking it. Oh, yeah, look at this, yeah! Now we can have fun. Look at this. Look at them goblins go. They go down to one goblin then at about sort of 15 seconds or so, and you kill that final goblin and they reappear again. Let's see if I'm right. They'll go down to about 1. There. 11 seconds. That was a long time without goblins, actually. This is going to be an awesome run. Wow. Up to 3,000 now. Woo! Nicely done. I'm happy he didn't die when the goblins was on. Because if you die in a chaos perk, when a chaos is running, then the chaos wave stops. If you didn't know. You probably did, but yeah. Just in case. This is turned into a damn good run. We'll take this other. Another wave of goblins would be incredible. But I find that this one is not an easy one to maneuver. Because there's not a lot of monsters actually appear. So I find myself running up the spirit a wee bit. Wave 7. Cool. I don't think we'll reach 4,000 though. Although that would be nice if we did. Yeah, I think the Soul Spires they still need a little bit of reworking so they go down a little quicker. Because they are still by far the slowest to get down in the whole of the Hell Tides at Infernal Forts. Well, we've definitely hit the first 666 that you need to do Bartek. In fact, we'll probably hit 666 and have 3,000 left over. Yeah, easy I think. So, do I take the materials chest? Because what I'm really after is stuff to craft more forgotten wisdoms. Okay, right, let's see. Where did we end up? $3,100? Not too shabby. That's after the Bartek. So now, what do I take? What do you think? Two GA. I could take that. It's only 400. Then the rest of it into here, because I don't need the gold for a change. And we see what we got. We might have actually got my dream amulet. That would be good. Right, we'll leave the party because we're going to do a little bit of work. Don't want them waiting for me. A BLT. Oh, 3 to court. That's actually good. 3 to court, 3 to, you know, a GA on core, GA on attack speed, but I'm unlikely to want to change away from my Harley Quinn to put on the BLT. Although I could try. But, you know, 4 to all skills is a bit... I'll keep a hold of it for sure. Frostburn, no need. Dolman, no need. Willpower, no. No. I haven't come across another ring that got the GA against resist all, you know? I've had this ring almost since day 1. What's that? The Mjolnir. Willpower, chance to pulverize it twice, Pain Gorger, Lochran, Kilt, Flesh Renderer, Fist of Fate. I could get rid of that, I think. You know, one's on the yeah. And it's the same with that. One's on the boots and one's on the pants. Pain Gorgers, Mothers, Lochran. See, that one's overpowered. That's, I think, the attack speed rather than max life. I mean, you say, look at that, a 4 GA, but I am just not going to use it and I'm going to lose it. Three GA. See, I don't actually have a kill to Blackwing with a GA on Ravens. If I moved across to this, there's so many different combinations. Then I take the kilt off of here and put on the Shroud of False Death. Where is it? Put on the Shroud of False Death. It would have been better the GA to be all stats, but you know. That one's rubbish. Damage on next attack. Black blur. But I got 2 of the resource gem. These are all possibilities, you know, that I've been thinking about, but done absolutely nothing about. Look at that, 1.
Impeccable.
And it was a Chaos Rift.
My magics await your return.
Here's the say. I am definitely lacking in Forgotten Souls. Not Forgotten Souls, Forgotten Wisdoms. I need sigil powder and a ton of it. Where's the rifts? I get sigil powder in here as well, I think. Let's just check and there's nothing there. Don't forget to take the box, as I usually do. Good, there's one more. There's usually 5. It's getting windy outside again. I got some laundry in the roof. I hope they're not getting blown away. There it is. Get out my way. Got some bundled herbs in here. Good. No, I don't want to take that. I know I'm leaving a lot of stuff on the ground because my wee pet isn't quick enough to pick everything up. I think that was everything. Yeah. Oh, that was a whisper as well. Okay, good. Let's go get the whisper. What was this? What was this? I think it was a forgotten wisdom.
It is done.
One-handed boots, gauntlets. Let's see what was in here. All 1GAs.
There is magic in all things. Let me show
And I still haven't enough. We'll take the whisper.
My magics await your return.
You know what I haven't run for a long time is an escalation dungeon. Slay all enemies. Well, okay. Means I have to go down and get this bunch. And pick up the loot. And another rune. Bonus XP. Always happy with bonus XP. How am I supposed to get... There's one remaining right there. And how the hell am I supposed to get that? Tell me. For goodness sake. And I can't get through. Because there's one left to kill. Well, that's been a bit of a bummer. So let's make sure it is that one. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. And I can't get... So I have to leave the dungeon because I can't finish the dungeon because the monster is stuck in the wall. Yeah, just can't get to it. Well, well, well. It's not the first time I've came across this bug, actually. Doesn't happen very often, but when it does, it's a bit annoying. That wasn't me.
Most beautiful.
That was my pets. Right, actually, is there a... How long have we got in the Whisper? What time is it? 24. So we might have about 30 minutes or so. Yeah, 30 minutes. Let's see how many boxes we can open. If we can find a hellspire, that's the best, because you can get nice amounts of cinders from the hellspire. And actually, next season, I ran one hellspire after getting one of the new powers that gives you double XP things, bubbles, and I done one Soulspire, killing maggots on the Soulspire, and it gave me 12 levels from the one event. Incredible. Okay, there's 75. I hope this is 75. I didn't actually notice. 150. Ah. Call the demons. I'm calling the demons. 75. Okay, that's one. Take the herbs as I'm wandering through. Couple of herbs here. Oh. Oh, there it is. Ah, okay. We'll go get this. I never find that there's much competition to get these. Come on, if you're coming, come. Haven't seen a hellspire yet. We could go do the last. Oh, somebody had already put 2 hearts in here. So what we'll do, we'll stand here, and there is enough monsters to keep up my spirit. think that's a Druid at 298 that's wandering around. Yeah. Wow. Serious grinding. Unless I'm mistaken, that's two Druids that are 298. Looks like Chinese characters. Oh, done. Right, let's go open up these boxes. 150. We can do that one. And there's another one here, 75, easy peasy. And we have a Whisper. Ah. 430. Yeah. So we'll finish this Helltide and that will be me for today, I think. That'll be a good time to finish. So we got 100 and... Let's... Ooh, okay, let's have a look along here. Seen there was a couple of spires. Oh, we got M, didn't we? 3 runes. Not too shabby. Let's see if we're in time for the rifts. And we are. Why is nobody coming to get the rifts? More than me, mind. So that rift turned into like a hell. No. Soul Spire. The Hell Spires are good at 2 thingies. But this is good. I like this rift. Lots of cinders, lots of XP. Yeah, see it's going up. But remember, these are seasonal stuff. They won't be here next season. Wow, this is lasting a long time. I don't know how long this has been. It seems to be like forever. 21:30. Oh, finally. Says there's another one here somewhere. There is it. Right. Click. Open. Nothing happens. Never mind. Go back and go away and see what we can do. We'll open this one. Some burning steel. Right, where was... Okay, let's have a look down here. See if we can get to this one. Legendary. Chaos Rift for bonus XP. Yeah, I think we did that. And there's another one right here. I think we did this one as well. So we'll come this way. Open this up. And we've done another Chaos Rift. I find that the Chaos Rifts have really come thick and fast. Not like the before the patch. It seemed to be a little bit slow at times. I'd have to get this one. And there doesn't seem to be many people running for the Chaos Rifts. Because as you see, I've had a ton of them already. Forgot. Sort of lost count how many there's been. So I need to go and open some boxes. Where are the boxes? There's one there and there's one here. This again? Although that Soul Spire was easy. Didn't take forever like the other one. It's finally appeared. Ah, just leave that. That somebody else can figure that one out. The other one was there. So we head down and get this one. Take the scenic route around the pit of lava. Let me open it in peace. Okay, good. Right, where's the... There, that's what we're after. We need 250 for that, and we've got 250 already. I'll take that. I'll take the herbs. Herbs are always a good thing to pick up. Because you don't want to run out of elixirs and potions and stuff. Ah, my finger's getting tired. Some steel. 15 minutes to go. Come down into this side, I think. See if we can open another few boxes down the way. So down here. Yes, there's the big box. We need 250 to get that open though. So we have a wee bit of killing to do first. Where is it? Where is it? There it is. Ah, missed it. Pardon me. We're only at 150. We want to do the... We'll get them eventually. I think up and around works. Yeah. There it is. Oh, it could have came up this way. Horses get frenzied. Good, because that means I get more cinders. Right, I've got the 250, so I need to, where is this? I need to go across there. Let me just give over. No. Oh well, fuck that. Taking the scenic routes. And up here. And then we can go get the Chaos Rift. Wow, 300. I'm seeing more people at 300 now. let's go see what this one does. We'll take the Chaos Rift on the way. Oh, there's two of them. $10. So we've got 10 minutes to spend these cinders. How many do I need in this one? Another 300. I'm slow. No. We need to go. Okay, we'll go this way. Then we can come up here. Let's go this way. What does he want? Oh, a rune? Is this 150, 125, 75? 75 it is. Right, there's another one there. So as the monsters keep coming, we'll keep a killing. Up you go. There's a huge monster density here, isn't there? Oh, I need to go across. What's up? What's up? We'll go get him in a minute. Oh, I need 150. I guess we should just take this little bunch down here. And yeah, there we go. 150. Where do I get down? I want to go get that monster. Then I need to come back. How many is this? 150. Right, I wonder if we can find if somebody's got this Pixar yet. Or where it's disappeared to. There it is. Got it. Two-handed mace. Baleful fragments. Cinders. All good stuff. And if we're lucky we'll get to 150 to take that box. There's over 5 minutes to do it in. I think we'll manage. But we do need to come all the way back. There it is. Nice view. Right, is there any more? Okay. So let's pick up some more cinders on the way. There's 3. A back rune! Wow! That was a fortuitous find. Unusual ore. Okay, we'll need to kill a few more before we can open this. How many are there? 150. Okay, let's see if we get 150. We might if we actually do the just stand clear and see if we can get up to 150 in less than 4 minutes. If we can't, never mind, we've got 20 blood, which is an opening of Lord Seer. So you see, it's essentially a one button. I do press the blood, however, this is true. But the only skill that I actually use is the Ravens. And I have it on my number 4, which is pressed by this finger. Okay. Exquisite blood. Yeah, I did. I got it. So let's get up there. Perfect. Two-handed mace. Okay, let's head this way. We've got 35 to get. Maybe we can get the 35 on the way across. Two minutes to run. Is this another one of these bloody... No. I just didn't press it right. Let's go see how many this actually takes. $75. We're well over the 75. There's another one hiding down here. If that's another 75, we've got it. And it is. Let me. I'm full? Wow. These are all Chaos Rifts. I think I've got quite a few Chaos Rifts. Okay. Nah, time to go. Let's go back. Right, let's see what kind of stuff we got. What's this unusual ore thing? Okay, let's just see what's on offer. What is it? What is it? What is it? There it is. Nearly finished. Right, so first of all, let's have a look at the stuff. What did we pick up? Rotting Lightbringer. Okay. Tacits. Unsatiated. Oh, we'll take that upgrade. Nothing else. So we'll take that. We get these two. We'll take the 7.
Vasily's ghost. I had that in my bag.
See some steel you need?
Willpower. Nah. Bummer. Ten altogether. That was pretty neat. Right, now let's see here. Chaos, 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 chaos. There's a lot of chaos rifts dropped. I only have 2 Forgotten Wisdom. And that only lasts me for 2 hours. Keep my fingers crossed. Gold. Yes. No. Two. That's 4 hours. That's good. That's better than I had before. And I don't think I had any. I've got an escalation here, so maybe I'll run an escalation as well. Tomorrow, not today. Right, just clean this little piece up. All items. All repaired. So, thank you very much for watching today. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. So we are going to call it a day for today. I will be back on again tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, maybe 9:30. Bushy-tailed, bright-eyed, full of vim and vigor. We shall see you tomorrow. But now, it is time to go. Bye-bye.